Greetings, salutations, happy Sunday. It is yet another weekly update of my channel analytics as a small brand new baby YouTuber. If you're new here, I have two things I want to share with you, and I also want to share them with you if you're not new here. Before we jump into the numbers, number one, I have to tell you that my goal for March of 2025 is to reach 100 subscribers. Right now I'm at 60. So I'm making good progress, certainly more progress than February. Okay. Last week I talked about how 100 subscribers was my goal for February, and I didn't even reach 50. So I'm at 60 now, which is great progress. And we're going to get into the details of that progress in a little bit. But I want to tell you before you click away that my goal is to reach 100 subscribers. So if you would like to help me do that, please hit the subscribe button. I would be so deeply appreciative. Number two is that on Wednesday, I'm going to be posting a new video about how to price yourself as an artist, to give you some strategies about how to figure out like where you exist in whatever market you're in. Okay. Overall, this channel is all about talking about the intersections of mental health, career and finance, and the attention economy. If you're watching this because you are also a small YouTuber, please hit subscribe, because I think you'll find that my content, even outside of this series, is useful. And if it's not, please tell me what would be more useful, because I'm making all of this for you, not just the series, but my other videos as well. Tell me what you want to see if you don't want to see how to set your rates. Okay. That's enough housekeeping. Let's get into the numbers. So, as I said in the intro, we've had some really good progress this week. I'm very, very excited. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled about the progress that this channel has made this week. So, in the last 7 days, we've gotten 196 views, which, as you can see, is 108% more than the previous 7 days. So, over double last week's views. So that's already awesome. Now here we can see what videos performed well. The main one was my channel analytics update from last week. That one got 148 views. This is the first long form video that I've had that has cracked 100 views. All of my other long form content so far has, low double digit views. So to break the 3-digit barrier, the 3-digit seal is very exciting. And then the runner up here is actually my Wednesday video from this last week, Negotiation 101 for Creative Sensitives and People Pleasers, Mindset Foundations. That one, as you can see, is significantly fewer views, at only 21 views. But still, actually, for my Wednesday videos, my kind of normal content that's outside of this series that I'm doing, that's pretty good. So I credit this to a few things, which we'll get to when we talk about the specific analytics for each of these videos. But overall, it's been a really big week for growth here on my channel. So super, super exciting, especially because last week I was kind of coming off the low of not reaching my subscriber goal for February. So yes, that's amazing. I love that. Watch time. In the last week, the channel has earned 9.1 hours of watch time, which again is well over double the week before, 142% more than the previous 7 days. Unsurprisingly, those same two top performers in terms of views are my top two performers in terms of watch time. You can see here, though, compared to the last slide, that my Journey to Monetization video, my 7 weeks in update, is not as much in the lead as my Negotiation 101 video. So in the last one, I got substantially more views than my Negotiation 101 video. But here we can see that Negotiation 101 has about half as much watch time as my Journey to Monetization video, despite having a fraction of the views. So people stuck around longer for the Negotiation 101 video compared to people who clicked on my video, my update video last week, and then clicked off pretty quickly. So again, we'll get more into the details of that once we're looking at the individual videos, but I find that interesting. This is a consistent theme over my channel. And I do have to wonder if it's maybe just because, and I talked about this last week, that like my Wednesday videos are more niche, and so fewer people are clicking on them, but the people who do click are really interested in watching them, and so they stick around longer. At this point, I feel like I don't quite have enough data to say for sure, but that is what appears to be the case. All right, and then last but not least, we have subscriber growth. For the last 7 days, 11 new subscribers in a week, 266% more than the previous 7 days. I know 11 subscribers really doesn't seem like a lot. But I mean, you have to look at like percentages, right? I only have 60 subscribers right now. So, like, 11 new subscribers is a huge percentage. I'm not a math person, so somebody else tell me. It's more than 10%. Like, so that's again super exciting. Unsurprisingly, once again, 5 of the new subscribers came to me from last week's channel analytics update. Also, lots of amazing support on that video. Thank you so much to everybody who left me an encouraging comment. Like, I really do genuinely deeply appreciate the encouragement, the feedback, the tips and tricks. Like, please keep it coming. It really is so helpful as a new small channel, and I think most of the support that I was getting was from other new small channels, which is amazing. So go me, go you, go us. We're going to keep making our content until we inevitably reach whatever goal it is that we're trying to reach. For me, it's monetization, hence the title of this video, Journey to Monetization. I've talked about that in pretty much every long form video I've posted, but my goal for 2025 is to monetize this channel by the end of the year, which is why my like incremental goal that I'm working towards right now is 100 subscribers. That's 1/10 of the way to my 1,000 subscriber requirement. And I am assuming that once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will have the necessary watch hours to uh, qualify for monetization. And if I don't, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to trust that if I focus on increasing my audience size, that like my engagement will also increase with it. That has been the case thus far. So, yeah, 5 new subscribers from last week's update, 1 new subscriber for my negotiation video, 1 from my week 4 update, and I don't know where everybody else came from, probably my shorts. I think I did a series of shorts over the summer. I haven't been doing any shorts since reviving my channel in January, but I am thinking about it. I think I might give that a try this week. I'm getting a little bit better, incrementally better with each video, but I think perhaps another high bang for my buck thing that I can do is to start experimenting with like clipping bits of my longer form videos to publish as shorts to try to generate more traffic. So I'm going to give that a try this week. I have a pretty light schedule for school this week. I don't have any assignments due. I have a midterm that I have to do this week, but it's open book, open note, and unlimited time, so I'm not really worried about it. I also feel like I'm doing pretty well in that class. I think I'm learning, so I'll do a little bit of studying, but otherwise probably just gonna go in cold. Okay, enough about my schoolwork. Let's look at the analytics of each individual video. So we're going to start with my 7-week update last week, which, by the way, this is week 8, which means that this is my 2-month anniversary of publishing twice a week long form content on this channel. That's very exciting. This last Journey to Monetization video, week 7, like I said earlier, 148 views, 5.7 hours of watch time, and 5 new subscribers from this video. Super exciting. 126 of those views came from YouTube recommendations. So that would be like if you were watching another piece of content that was about making a YouTube channel, perhaps my video popped up as a recommendation after that. 11 of those views came from channel pages, so that I believe that means my own channel page. So somebody clicked on my channel to check out what I'm about and they watched my video. 5 came from YouTube search. And I'm super excited to share the information from this because something that I talked about last week, one of my videos that I was looking at last week, somebody found it through YouTube search, but YouTube didn't tell me what they searched, which drove me bananas because I'm like, well, gee, I sure would like to know what they searched so that I can know if if I'm talking to YouTube accurately about what my video is about, and B, like it could give me more ideas for future content to make. So we're gonna get there in a moment. I know I keep saying that. Sorry if it's annoying. Not really. Okay. And then 3 views are from direct or unknown, and then it's cut off here, but 3 came from other. I do believe that other includes YouTube Studio, so that would be me watching my own video so that I can kind of kickstart the views. I like to do that, support my own work, and also because this was the first video that I started including timestamps. So I wanted to go through, since I already am in the habit of watching my video all the way through, I figure I can do timestamps at the same time. All right, reach 2.6K impressions. That is not bad. And I love how this like graph looks. You can see some like pretty steady climbing. It did kind of taper off about halfway through the week, but I'm glad to see that it didn't like shoot up super steeply and then plateau. Who knows? Maybe more people will watch it. I have made a playlist of this series to hopefully encourage people to like binge watch the series. So there is that. 4% impression click-through rate. If you've been here for this journey, this number has consistently been going up, which is such great news because I have been focusing primarily on honing the skills of writing a clickable title and creating a clickable thumbnail. And the last 2 channel analytics updates have both done really, really well. And I think I made a good thumbnail. I do think that, part of the reason why those videos have done well is because people like to see how other channels are doing. I think that this specific format of video is pretty popular, right? Like people like to see, get a realistic idea of how long it takes to get success on YouTube. But I'm also learning about what makes a good thumbnail for the people who want to watch my content. And one commonality that I'm seeing is making the text so that the text goes behind my head. So that's like it's a really small thing, but the 2 videos where I have that in the thumbnail, both of those videos are like my top performing long form videos. So I think I'm going to have to start doing that for all of my videos. And yeah, like I said, I think that I'm doing a pretty good job with the titles. 148 views, which is 128 more than usual. And 123 unique viewers. I'm not quite sure why the number of unique viewers is so different from the number of views. Like, does that mean that like people are watching my video multiple times in a row? I don't know. If you know, please tell me in the comments if you know what that means. I'm just like bumbling my way through here. And then how viewers found this video: 81% through browse features, 7% through channel pages, 3.4% through YouTube search, 3% through suggested videos, and then 4% other. All right, so let's go have a look at the things that were suggesting me and the YouTube search. Okay, so YouTube search terms: Tiffany Ferg, 20%. I don't know if that means, like, if that 20% means that, because it doesn't tell me what the other search terms are. I'm okay. Maybe this isn't going to be as informative as I thought, but I will say this, okay? So I'm just mentioned how this video I started including timestamps. I spent some time last week working on creating a template for my video descriptions. so that they can include things like links, things like, a link to subscribe, a link to donate to my Ko-fi, however you pronounce that. uh, if I have any like sources, because I do plan to talk about scientific papers in the future. I have a number of videos that I want to do that when I get around to it. Or if I want to recommend books or other channels or whatever. Okay, I'm going off. You get me. Okay, you can take a look at the description of this video and see. But I added a whole big SEO section at the bottom. I debated sharing this in this video because it is a little bit embarrassing and cringy to like call attention to my SEO section at the bottom of my video description. Because now you're going to go and look at it and you're going to be like, what the hell is this? But you know what? Listen, this series is all about being honest and vulnerable and sharing what I'm trying and seeing if it works. And if you go in there, you'll see that Tiffany Ferg is one of the SEO terms that I have in that section. And so to see Tiffany Ferg pop up here as a search term tells me a lot as far as SEO goes and how well I'm talking to YouTube. So now let's look at the content that is suggesting my video. So, industries of the future. Grok 3 is the next big thing, but can it write? That must be an AI. I'm just using context clues here. That must be an AI. Studio vlog. New opportunities, packing orders, behind the scenes running a small business. Create monetizable animated Bible stories on your phone using AI for free. Easy and quick. And then something in Spanish, but I see e-commerce. So all of these content suggestions, again, I think they reaffirm for me that generally speaking, somebody who's watching any of these 5 videos is probably interested in watching this video about what I'm trying to get my channel monetized, because the kind of person who would watch this video or the video that we're looking at together right now is the same kind of person who would be interested in learning things about e-commerce, interested in learning about how to use AI to create content quick and easy, which I guess I'll go on another diatribe. I do this every one of these analytics updates videos, but if you're one of those people who clicked on my video after watching an AI content video, I highly encourage you to at least put some human effort in and don't outsource all of your work to AI, because in my humble opinion, I mean, you want human views and humans want to watch content made by humans. Okay? I mean, think about your own experience as a member of an audience. Do you want to watch content that was made by AI and like clearly made by AI? No, you don't. You don't. So remember that like YouTube's only job is to serve content to an audience who wants to watch that content so that that audience stays on the app for longer. At the end of the day, you're not making content for the algorithm, you're making content for people to watch. Unless, of course, you want bots to watch your content, which, I mean, I suppose that's your business. You can do that if you want. I don't want to do that. I want people to watch my content. Okay. But yeah, overall, the content suggesting this video, my 7-week update video, I think is like pretty accurate as far as like the type of person who watches these videos might be interested in mine. So to summarize, my SEO is going well. I am super embarrassed about calling my SEO section to your attention. So if you wouldn't mind leaving me a comment of encouragement and telling me that it's like not that cringy or embarrassing, that would be great. If you do think it is cringy and embarrassing, keep your mouth shut. Okay? I know. You don't have to tell me. And I'm not going to change it. Like, that's the other thing. Like, at least for now, while it's working, I'm going to keep it the same. All right, let's look at engagement. So once again, we see the 5.7 hours of watch time, which is 3.7 hours more than usual. Now, this is the only gray down arrow on this video, which is audience retention. So we can see that the average view duration was only 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and the video itself was like 20 minutes long. So people only stuck around for about 10% of the video. And that's on average. And again, I watched the whole thing all the way through. So that number is artificially inflated by my one view. So most people clicked off pretty quick. So I don't love that, but I don't know. I don't know if that's really like really what I want to focus on. You can tell me if you think I'm wrong to not focus on that and prioritize that right now. Because we're going to see in a minute here, my other video that I posted this week, my average view duration was pretty good. So yeah, I'm with this video, I'm focusing on the wins. All green arrows, all great growth across the board except for this one figure. So I'm not going to let this one number kill my vibe. So let's go have a look at my Wednesday video, Negotiation 101 for Creatives, Sensitives, and People Pleasers Mindset Foundations. 22 views since it's been published, 2.6 hours of watch time, which is 0.6 more than usual, 1 new subscriber. And we see here the audience retention is about 7 minutes and 30 seconds, which is 17.6% of the video. So like I was just saying, the retention on that last video wasn't as good as I would like it, but this one, which was a longer video, people stuck around considerably longer. This video, my negotiation video, was about twice as long as my analytics update last week. So yeah, even though the 17% isn't hugely higher than 10%, you can see here in terms of time, 7 minutes is considerably more than 2 minutes. So reach, 562 impressions, 2.8% impressions click-through rate, 22 views, 18 new unique viewers. So YouTube showed this to far fewer people. And the impressions click-through rate, not great. It's about on average for the channel overall. So, I'd love to see that number go up. For the thumbnail for this video, I didn't do the letters behind the head, so I wonder if that has something to do with it. Really, I suspect it was just the content. I spoke about this last week, that right now I'm trying to like balance making content that's niche enough to have a place amongst the noise here on the internet, but not so niche that nobody's interested, right? So I guess this is the part where I will reiterate that if you are watching this because you are also a new YouTuber or thinking about starting a new YouTube channel, you are the person who I'm making content for. I'm making content for people who are trying to experience success by leveraging the attention economy, whether that means that you're like an online content creator, or if you're more of like a traditional artist or performer, or even like an athlete, or you want to go into politics, you want to be some kind of like community leader. If your career would benefit from having an audience, this channel is for you. There are lots of channels for you, but this one also is. Definitely encourage you to check this out. You may not, okay, as I'm talking this through, perhaps a negotiation video isn't what my audience needs. I mean, I did do mindset foundations, so it was primarily about like detaching from the outcome of a negotiation in order to be successful with it. But at the same time, being very specific about what it is that you want going into any negotiation. Good advice, I think. But I mean, really, perhaps like the type of person who I want to talk to is maybe like at the point where they're like, I'm not even ready to start thinking about negotiation. Like, I just need to get out of my way enough to be putting shit out there at all, So I am still going to make my video as planned this upcoming Wednesday, which is to give some tips and tricks for figuring out what you should be charging. Particularly if you are a more like traditional artist, but you could even use this if you're a content creator and you want to know how to price yourself for like sponsorship deals. So yeah, watch it if you want or don't. Either way, make sure you subscribe. Okay, browse features, 63.6% in terms of how people found this. So again, that would be your YouTube homepage. Channel pages, 13.6 people on my channel clicking on it from watching other of my videos. Suggested videos at the end of other content, 9%. YouTube search, 4.6%, and then other, 9%. That number is surprisingly high. Okay, well, we're going to move on. I don't have time to dig into that. YouTube did not tell me about the search terms on this one, unfortunately, but as far as the content that is suggesting this video, a woman who always spends time alone is very dangerous. Brene Brown speech. And then focus on yourself and stay silent. Best powerful speech by Mel Robbins. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these being the videos that are. Maybe it's because I have mindset uh, in the title. I can't remember if I put Brene Brown in my SEO section or not. I know I didn't put Mel Robbins in my SEO section, but I don't remember about Brene Brown. But I don't think that these are bad content to be suggesting my video on. I do think that they are relevant, right? Like if you're going to be watching a Brene Brown or a Mel Robbins speech, you like uh, inspiring kind of pep talk type content. And that's not what this video was. But if you're watching Brene Brown or Mel Robbins, you probably feel like you need to work on your mindset. And yeah, my title does say mindset. So moving right along to engagement, 2.6 hours of watch time, average view duration about 7 minutes, which is a little over a minute longer than usual. So there you go. We kind of already covered that. If you're wondering why I'm not checking the audience tab for any of these things, it's just because it like breaks down the demographics of my audience. And I'm not really interested in that data at this point in time. I probably will be at some point in the future just to be like help inform future content and help me narrow down who I'm talking to. But for now, because my audience is so small, yeah, not that interesting to me. If you have a case for paying more attention to my audience demographics, please share that in the comments. Let me know if you think I'm wrong for not really caring about that at this point in time. Let's talk about the plan for this upcoming week. I definitely am intrigued with the possibility of experimenting with YouTube Shorts and clipping stuff from my longer form content, turning those into shorts, because YouTube has like a functionality where like if I'm clipping directly from content that's already uploaded, YouTube shows like where the source video is. So my hope would be that people watch the shorts and then go and watch the full video. I don't know if that's really how that works. um but there's only one way to find out, right? So that is probably going to be my focus for this week, besides, continuing to improve my craft of making videos. This last Wednesday's video, my negotiation 101 video, was the first long form video that I've made that had like an outline in terms of what I wanted to say. It was a little bit more organized, I think. It was still pretty rambly because that's what I do. I ramble. But I do think it was a little bit more focused, which is perhaps why people stuck around for longer and why it has gotten better views than any of my other like Wednesday normal content has gotten. So I'm going to be working off of the same outline that I wrote for the next video. So yeah, we'll see if it does well. I don't know. Obviously I can't see into the future. Try as I might, it is a skill that I am still working on developing. But yeah, I am overall really proud of the growth that the channel has had this week. I'm hopeful that this is that we're going to keep moving in this direction. If you've made it this far into the video, you definitely owe me a subscribe. Okay, not really. I'm not going to pressure. If you don't want to subscribe, don't. Okay? Don't do it if you don't want to. But if you want to throw me a bone and help me reach my 100 subscriber goal by the end of this month, I would be so deeply appreciative. And if you leave me a comment, I will reply. I might not do it right away, but I will reply. I think that's all for today. Each video gets a little bit better compared to the last one. Overall, I feel really pleased and confident with not just the growth of the numbers for this channel, but also the growth in my own craft of creating good videos, of figuring out what topics I want to talk about and what topics you want to hear about, and finding where the center of the Venn diagram is for that, and then setting the video up such that it can find you and you want to keep watching so that you can get the information that you want. So I'm just going to keep on working at that. It's going to be an ongoing process. One thing that has been helping me stay motivated that I've been doing this week is when I watch videos that other people post, I'll go onto their channel page and I'll sort their videos by oldest to see how old their oldest video is. And most people who are at, the 6-figure mark for subscriber count have been at it for at least 4 years. So I think getting monetized by the end of this year is absolutely doable. And I think that, I'm going to have to stick with this for a long time before it is really showing a significant return on my investment, but that's all right. I trust that I can do that. All I have to do is keep showing up, keep being a regular, keep checking off the attendance, because if you just attend, if you just show up, you will get better. That's how this works. Cool. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday and you have a great upcoming week. Did you oversleep this morning? Today was spring forward. Did you oversleep this morning? Because I did. Here's to getting back onto a normal sleep schedule. Okay. Goodbye. Go on, get.